This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome to this another video in Market Talk YouTube channel. Hope it was a good and profitable trading day. Let's understand what happened in market today and what is the view for the coming days. Before that, we'll go with the start with disclaimer. Please note that the views mentioned here in this channel are my personal opinion. Any loss incurred by taking trades based on my view, I will not be responsible. Please consult a financial advisor for any advice before taking the trades. So let's go to the charts. So for Nifty, as I mentioned there, we just crossed 78.6% retracement. Just see here. So 78.6% retracement we are completed by 11,584 level. Now the next target will be the past high, 11,800 is the past. But the option data indicating 11,600 is the option pain. So let's wait whether option pain moves or not in the next 2 days, or we could reverse giving a fake breakout and come down. Okay, because a lot of gaps are there which need to be filled, which could be probably filled in the expiry day or in the coming next week expiry. We'll wait and watch, because we just almost like in 3 weeks time we are down by 1,000 points in Nifty, and in 2 weeks time we are up by almost 800 points. A big swing of 1,800 points in Nifty in just 1.5 months. So let's see the bank Nifty also, but just see this level. The reaction could be at this level, 11,800. Assuming that we cross this, see the target. If this level we cross 11,800, then we can see new high or the past lifetime high for Nifty. Okay, so stay cautious. So don't take chance of shorting. If you cross 11,800, it's very big move can come on the upside. Okay, just know the repercussions of the testing of the 11,800, because there is no other resistance after 11,800. Here straight we can just hit the 12,400 also if we break and sustain above 11,800. That's the importance of this Fibonacci retracement. Let us go to the bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is slightly weak, no doubt about the 50% retracement. That's where it is stop now, and whether we are going to break this and see 23,379 in the coming days, we have to wait and watch. And also next, because a lot of levels need to be passed for reaching 25,000 level. Take calculated risk and don't short, because Nifty is leading the bank Nifty now, because he is giving the lead. There is a small gap here in this place which is around 23,500 levels, so there is also possibility to get filled in next 2 days time. Also there's another possibility is there, because the momentum is building on the upside. So don't take chance of shorting now. Wait for the reversal, because there is a gap here. This will be get filled also. When Nifty is filling all the gaps on downside, this gap also will get filled. Okay, everything is possible, but we have to wait for the time. Otherwise, we after we taken shots, don't expect the market to give us opportunity. Whenever the market is giving the opportunity, we have to take the chance. And let us go to the our power of two charts. So in the power of two charts, you see here the price is roaming between the go short and the long breakout. This is called the blind spot, upper blind spot, and between the go long and the this short breakout level is called lower blind spot. So these two levels are very important, because the trapping zone most of the times happens here. Most of the time, if you see a price roams under this place and then gives a breakout, either down or up. Okay, so this is a place we have to be very cautious. One side is not go advisable. If you see here, we have been roaming around this place for almost the entire day. The last 1 hour we got a breakout. Just that 1 hour breakout gave the big move of on the upside above the long breakout level. So just keep on. A lot of times bank Nifty is giving these opportunities. Actually, it does the entire day nothing, but on the last 1 hour it gives opportunity. All the intraday traders who have been on the particular side of shorting get trapped, and they have to book their losses. That's what it does. Nothing else is being doing. And if you see the Renko setup also, the same way you can see here the breakout is coming, the consolidation zone happen. If you see here 500 point zone entire starting from almost 1st October, 6 days, okay, including the holidays. If you see, we have been inside this zone. Okay, here the level is only for the tomorrow. Last 500 points move range only, we have been moving up and down, we have been moving in the 500 points range. Once you break out the 500 point range, then from here another 500 point range can give target of almost 23,300. okay, so just remember 23,300 also possible once sustains and does not break this level. 22,800. If it does not break on downside, then 23,300 is possibility, the consolidation zone, you can get a target. And in case of Nifty, the same, the price action is very so disturbing, or no, giving a lot of attention to the traders, not giving any momentum at all from morning. You see here 11,600 and 20 points movement. Just Nifty was trading in 20 points range for almost entire day, and 2:30 it gave big move on the upside. Okay, so that's the patience testing day it was for the traders. But you have to survive all these things, because every day cannot be trending day, every day cannot be consolidation day. Morning I was just telling that the range is 47 points, either we had to go 11,500 or 11,650. So we got the target on the upside. So just to see the key data I will show you also. Every day just remember that minimum 100 points range you get from high and low. So if that is the case, then so tomorrow like 11,700, now if we don't go break below this level, if you gap up around 11,700, then 11,800 is a given target. Okay, so everybody will come under pressure and go for short covering, and we could see 11,800 will be a target for Nifty tomorrow itself. So trade accordingly, and let us see the chart setups. Ichimoku cloud setup. If you see Nifty, we went above the cloud and we are about to get a buy signal in the Tenkan-sen Kijun-sen crossover. And this one, LF Fisher also has given crossed above zero, so this also buy signal confirmed. And then in the future cloud, we are getting almost get a buy signal here, green crossover here. So now, but the thing is that the move what we see in the last several days, it is replicating something big actually. If you see here, let me just show you the simple chart without any other indicator. You see here the move what we saw 3 days, 4 days, the something similar move we are getting here. Here also, like we saw slightly above that, the swing high, whatever is slightly above that, we made a high, and then we started the down move. Any red bars forming now in this case without crossing this level. Here also, if you see here, the bearish engulfing whatever candle high was that we not crossed. Before that, we fell down. Here also, they see the levels of 11,794, 800 levels. If we fall without touching this high or touching the high, if we start seeing a red bar, then it is, can be taken case that we are going to see the very big down move breaking this 10,800 also. So in this case, better thing will be buying a put option at least 100 points away. Like for example, when it reach here 11,800, we have target of 12,400 levels or coming down 10,800. So that time, maybe a put option buying around 10,700 and 12,000 call. Very good opportunity, and also we have big time to adjust also. If you have any trade coming in with 300 points gap, because every day you are getting 100 points range. Long strangle can be a good idea in the Nifty, but just to do your own analysis, and you should know how to adjust the intraday also and cut positions, losing positions, and add up to the gaining positions in the options. That's also very important. So let's go to the Ichimoku cloud for the Bank Nifty. So in case of Bank Nifty, you see here we are about to just give a breakout above the cloud. Okay, we are about to get out of the cloud, but as little coming very lagging actually, and the top can be here. This is a place where we got the top last 25,000. That's the place we get the resistance. But the technically the price action is very strong and for bullish for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. So wait for the opportunity if you want to short, but when the short comes, you should take the opportunity. But as of now, FI data is not giving any lead for the shorts as of now. Let's go to the second chart setup. Now Bollinger Band, from after touching the lower Bollinger Band, went outside and started going and touching the upper Bollinger Band. Upper Bollinger Band is around 11,750. Not much of the gap left here. So this is a place you should look for shorting opportunity, but wait for the at least a close below previous day low. Any close below previous day low, that's the first indication of a weakness in the price action. Without that, you should not touch any shorts. That's very important. If you see here, all these days, we never closed below previous day low. If you see here, all last 7 trading days, we never closed below previous day low. That is very important. See the Bank Nifty also same way. We never closed below previous day low. Here also, if you see here, the low was here around 21,280. The close was 21,451. Okay, so never we closed below the previous day low in the last 7 trading days for Bank Nifty also. So wait for the opportunity. Looks like here the maturing zone where we can look for shorting opportunity, but should be ready for that. Maybe once somebody can accumulate in very small quantity when you get a topping pattern. Okay, shooting star you get, or a hanging man, or a doji at this place. If you get, that's the time you can be little alert and accumulate some positions. And third category is our Heikinashi. Heikinashi in Nifty we got one part 33% we got buy signal. Once you close above 11,800, then we'll get buy signal here also. We cannot take it to cool because we are getting a signal from the uh, EDX also, a buy signal we got already. So once 11,800 is broken, then confirmed a lot of short covering is going to come into the market, and then they're going to drive the prices on the upside. You may be thinking logical, illogical, abnormal, normal, anything about the price action, thinking about the economy is doing very bad, the moratorium, interest case, whatever may be the case, any negative, the market is keep on going on the upside, and nobody is there to stop them. And Reliance, every day we are getting some news on the stake buying, and nobody is going to, whenever a slight dip in the market, then they release some news on the stake buying. If you see here, and Reliance was not moving at all, just it is flat. Then today I think we got some news on stake buying from one of the investor. So this is what happens in the Reliance. 2000, at least 2000 we should see in the Reliance for any decent correction. 10% correction is becoming very difficult for Reliance. And coming to Bank Nifty, here also almost the same case. Another just 300 points away, we are just getting a buy signal here in Bank Nifty, and we should not take it lightly. Once you get a buy signal here, just get out of all the shorts if you are even having shorts, and start getting in the long position for target of 25,000 at least. Let's go to the fourth chart. The fourth chart is the 5-day high EMA. Here, as I mentioned, last 3 days I've been trading above the 5-day high EMA. So whenever we are above the 5-day high EMA, and we cannot take it lightly, and we should be on the long side unless we go below the 5-day low EMA. So in case of Bank Nifty, also same case. Once you close above the 5-day high EMA, see the move in the price action. Actually, the shooting star pattern what we formed yesterday, theoretically it is a topping pattern, but Bank Nifty does all the things against the textbook or theoretical things what is happening in the market. Everything is goes against them. Bearish engulfing means sometimes it will not follow that. One day it will give bearish engulfing, and next day it will give again bullish moves. So just don't go with the textbook patterns, because textbook pattern doesn't work in Nifty, Bank Nifty particularly, because a lot of traders are involved and big volumes are involved, and then a lot of algos are involved. So this is how the Bank Nifty pattern, the four patterns you see, everywhere it is bullish only, and you have to wait for the pattern reversal, anything, then only we can get into the shorts. Till the time you have to keep riding the wave on the upside. Now let us see some key data. So key data is 1.33 is the PCR for Nifty, and slightly becoming overbought once we, because normally in the weekly expiries 1.33 is a little on the higher side. Normally we will top out at 1.2. So possible in case we go to 1.4 level something, then it is a clear indication of overbought zone. Then accumulate some puts for expiry day trading, hero or zero, say 11,700 put or something like that, then and 11,800 call. So in case we continue the up move, then you can ride the wave, because option premium is going to be very less and the move is going to be very big. That's what my expectation. And in case of FIs, they slightly cut down on the positions. If you see the day wise position, yesterday they were holding 36,000 contracts index futures. Now they cut down by 6,000 contracts. Then now it is 30,650 contracts. So slightly they have cut down on the index futures. And however, the long put option, they are holding 120,000 contracts. This is a hedge for the stocks they are holding actually. And in case of client position, if you see, they just cut off their shorts and then went long. Actually they went long now. So whether their longs will be trapped or they will be able to ride the right trend, only time will tell. DAs continue to be the same thing, betting on the, they have the hedge on the stock positions what they have. This is the shorts for the short cash stocks they're holding. And the proprietary traders, they've been long all these days, now they started building short positions. Now index futures, they started building some short positions after almost like 2 weeks time. And in case of highest open interest, 23,000 call is the highest open interest. Very interesting moves are happening around 23,000 call, because even when the price at the morning it touched 200 rupees, and then it went all the way to 76, and then again came back to 176. Just see the price action. Just I want to show you the chart for 23,000 call actually. If you see 23,000 call, 23,000 call, yeah. See, if you see 20,000 call, yesterday it was like almost made a high of how much? 265 actually, 265, and then today it made a high of almost 170. How much? Yesterday it was 265 high, and today it made a high of almost 209. So keep a watch on this 23,000 call is very good, giving good indication, and I don't feel like 23,200 maximum will be crossing. So 20,000 strike price plus 200, around 23,200 is the maximum level for Bank Nifty this expiry. Based on this 20,000 call indicating, we should see whether we are able to sustain this level or not. And in case of Nifty, 11,800 call is highest open interest, and then below that 12,000 call is the next highest open interest. So there are good buildup is happening around 11,700 to 2,000 call options. And on the downside, 11,500, 11,600 is the highest open interest buildup seen actually. And there is no buildup around 11,650 or something. So highest chance that looks like the expiry could be between 11,600 to 700 based on this option data. Okay, now let us see the Lakshman Rekha. So coming to the Lakshman Rekha, today, if you see here, as of now, for the month of October series, we gained 1,050 points for Bank Nifty and 400 points for the Nifty. And weekly midpoint also, we got 1,200 points from Bank Nifty and 400 points from the Nifty. So, and also even if you see the premium has come down slightly, and now 8 points premium now Nifty future, and in case of Bank Nifty, almost 60 points premium we are seeing. And the levels for tomorrow will be 23,000 will be the long breakout and 22,700 will be the short breakout. For Bank Nifty, this is a futures level, and in case of Nifty future, 11,734, 11,600 is the breakout level, short breakout and long breakout. So both are futures level. And coming to the daily range, if you see here, again we are getting into small range of 118 points here. So tomorrow either we should see 11,800 after gap up of last year. If you open at 11,700, we should see 11,800 or we could see 11,600. From the astro point of view, as I mentioned, Rahu Moon conjunction has happened today. The first half, today was the first half, tomorrow will be second half. So today we will not get any correction. So possible that tomorrow we can get some correction. Just wait and watch, because Rahu cannot, he is an illusion creator. So illusion is created that market is on the up move. So tomorrow whether the Ketu will pull down the markets, just wait and watch. And in case of Bank Nifty also, if you see the range for today is almost 400 points, slightly lower. If you see here in the past, how many days? If you see here, never we got below 400 points. If you see here, never we got any if you see on only 17th September we got around 314 points. We can say that lowest range in the past 6 7 8 almost 15 days, the lowest range for Bank Nifty, 397 points. So expect some big blast in the Bank Nifty on either side. Very careful, because anything is possible. Even 20,000 also we can touch, giving some any bad news comes, then we can go on the downside, touching 22,000 levels also is possible, because lowest range in the last, if you see 10 12 trading days actually is not likely to be taken actually. Otherwise you get 700 points range we get normally. Okay, so Bank Nifty expect some blast in the next 2 days. So never try to short the Bank Nifty which is less than 200 points premium. Is very disastrous and dangerous. Try to buy Bank Nifty options to ride the wave of 700 points move on either side. Watch levels carefully, the short breakout and long breakout levels, and that is the place where you have to look for the premium of option buying. For example, 22,700 put and 20,100 call. These two prices options you have to keep a tab on this. Once you get a breakout above the VWAP, then we can go for buying. And for tomorrow, the level range for the based on the volatility will be around, high will be 23,450 and the low will be 22,375. Okay, so 22,500 also is possible, because the option pain is not moved. 22,600 is option pain, and as of now option pain with 22,600. Let us see, and even Nifty also 11,600 slightly trading above these levels. And midpoint, if you see here, Bank Nifty, we are just doing a very good move on the upside. In the earlier high we broken now. Yesterday we mentioned that this is the place where we are not seen now. Next target could be on the higher side. So don't get into the shorts in expectation. Market can move very wild move, can give very wild moves the next 2 days, considering the weekly option expiry also. Play less quantity in case of Bank Nifty unless you are very sure of the move. And in case of Nifty, if you see, already we crossed here. 663 was the earlier midpoint top, and now we almost got 11625. Entire move we got, the midpoint is the midpoint move. The range, if you see, unless the midpoint formation below 11600, don't expect any correction to come for Nifty. Okay, so coming to the PCR also, if you see here, Nifty PCR 1.33 highest, if you see here, never we got this much weekly expiry also. So it looks like very stretched actually from yesterday 0.9 to PCR, now it's gone to 1.33. So try to play cautious with the Nifty particularly. Don't become too much bullish on Nifty now. Currently it is very overbought actually. Okay, so look for a very good play on the downside if you get any gap up tomorrow. So that's all for the day. And however, I want to tell something like many traders have one question in common. So whether I can become a big trader or something, that's a big question you get actually. Normally, if you see here, you know about Jesse Livermore. Never he asked the question that whether I can become big trader. Okay, so if you want to become big trader, you will not ask the question first place. Second place, your horoscope tells you whether you can become big trader or not. I will tell you simple method to know whether you can become a trader, big trader, and make money in the market. So this is the Jagannatha Hora horoscope to plot your horoscope. So I'm sure many of you are aware. If you're not aware, please learn that and see. So this is ascendant. Rasi chart, take the Rasi chart. This is ascendant. Okay, see the fifth place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth place, Rahu is there. Okay, Rahu is the fifth place. It is the place indicates that whether how intelligently you can make money and how you can be speculative, taking calculative speculative positions in the market. That indicates. If you see many traders who are interacted, my students and some people who are friends who are traders, they also have Rahu in the fifth place. If Rahu is in the fifth place and you have Venus in the second place, this second place or 11th place. So when you have Venus in the second place, then you can good wealth creator. And if you have 11th place, then you can get income. Wealth is different from income. Just remember that. So this is the 11th place. In 11th place, we have Venus. Then either second or 11th. If Venus is in any of the places and Rahu is in the fifth place, then it is a very simple case of being a big trader. You can make big money from the trading field. But one thing I'm sure you know aware about the Jesse Livermore, how he died. He killed himself. Okay, this is Saturn and Rahu. So Saturn and Mars conjunction. Okay, opposition was happening. So that is one of the thing in his chart. It showed his that he failed at the end of the trading career actually. Okay, so though he has very good everything, he made 3 times. He made big time in the money after becoming bankrupt zero. But however, the third time he could not bounce back and he failed actually. Okay, so trading is definitely a risky area and it's not everybody's cup of tea. Take calculated risk and never be overboard on that, thinking that you know everything and you are the best, something like that. Rahu is one person who can pull down suddenly. So just understand your astrology horoscope, and if you think that it is risky, you are not able to cope up, just exit the profession and continue with your job. That's the best suggestion for what I can give to you. Hope you like the video. Please subscribe and like the channel so that I can give to you some new things, whatever I understood, I learned, I can share with you. Thank you so much.